Knock, knock.
What?
Knock, knock for crying out loud.
What do you want?
You Peterson?
Hey, don't kill anybody. Take it easy. I'll pay.
Who killed?
Tell Vito I need a couple more days. Tell patience is a virtue. Tell him that.
Vito the pimp we're talking about? Vito, with the nose?
Yeah, once you kill me, how are you going to get your money? Tell him that.
You tell him that. I said, oh, Vito, your schnoz got here on time, but the rest of you was late, and he throws a chair at me. I said, oh, Vito, you're not really bald, you're just taller than your hair. Throws me down the stairs. Does not understand a joke, that guy. Boy, I've been in some crooked joints before, but you guys got walls here that are actually slanty.
Why do you think I got the loan for? Basement jacks. Careful. Watch it.
All right. Want no furniture? Where's the customers supposed to sit in this dump of a whorehouse?
This is no whorehouse. We do therapy here.
Yeah, right. Therapy. That's a good gimmick, Doc. You got a lot of nerve opening up so close to Vito's joint.
No, for real. Psychotherapy. No who is here, sorry.
Come on. Vito told me he saw a doll walking around with a real rack. High heels, walking around like she owns a joint, perfect ass. Come on, where you hiding her?
I'm not hiding her. She's in the office next door. Dr. Cavallo. But if you mention her figure to her face, she'll throw you down the stairs.
Wait a second. Dr. Cavallo? You guys are on the level with this therapy stuff?
Yeah. And tell Vito to get things straight. He's going to send somebody here to kill me.
He didn't send me. No, I heard he mentioned boobs, so I can't see for myself.
Wait, you don't work for Vito? What are you, some kind of compulsive nut? Why don't you just get out of here and let me have my coffee in peace?
Come on. Let me at least get a peek at her. I'll tell you what. I'll buy a little therapy in the meantime. How about that?
Therapy's no joke, Mr. Joke Man.
No. I'm not joking. I'm confused. In fact, I'm having a bit of a crisis. If you are a shrink, you ought to talk to me. Maybe fate brought us together. You ever think of that?
If fate means boobs, the girl with the ass and the high heels is my woman that I love. And her bosom, I can't deny a fact.
That's two facts.
Wow, you really can't help yourself, can you?
That's what I'm saying to you. I'm a lost cause here. Come on. What do you say? Just this one time, you help me out. I'll tell you what, I'll help you out. I'll make a payment to Vito for you. How about that?
You do that? Good. Spill your spiel. Let's make it to the point.
Okay. I'm not funny anymore. That's to the point, right? I mean, I used to be funny. Hilarious. I made people wet their pants. See, I'm a professional, all right? A coast-to-coast guy. I've been on TV. I wouldn't lie. That's not true, I would. Anyway, that point's moot. That's a funny word, right? Moot?
You got a joke for moot?
No, I'm mute on moot.
Wow, you get paid to be funny?
You never heard of me? Joey Valentine. I mean, I'm big. Well, I was. Now I'm all washed up. Speaking of washed up, you need a cup of that for me, maybe?
Ah, my Kona. Nah, I'm all out. It's the last of the beans.
Kona. Come on, you're killing me here.
All right, you're gonna drool in my face.
You're a prince, you know that? Ooh, that is good.
All right. So back to your spiel, Mr. Joey Valentine.
Look, can't we just skip all the yakking and go right to your electricity? Where do you keep the wires?
What electricity?
Like it says, electric therapy.
That's eclectic therapy. Talk is what we do.
Oh, yeah, it does say that. What? If we're just talking, ain't there supposed to be a couch or something?
No. Dr. Cavallo has the couch. She's the 40. Me, my style is, I'm just the guy you sat next to at the lunch counter. So come on, talk already.
Can't I just go have lunch next door?
No, your session started. So now, how'd you get to be not funny all of a sudden?
It all started when my mother died. I was there with her. It was all my fault, actually. What?
Your fault. Figured right off the bat, now I need a couch. It's okay, keep going.
Do you want your couch back?
No.
And I'm not a Freudian. I'm a neo-Freudian.
He's not gonna know the difference.
I know what neo means.
You just stay out of it. It's a private feud between the two of us. Now, Madeline, dear, why don't you go back into your office and close the door?
It's too crooked to close anymore, Peter dear. You want to know why he calls himself eclectic? Because he can't make up his mind. As soon as a person gets real close to him, he gets dazed.
If that person got too close to me, I'd get dazed too. No offense, but you give me double vision.
Then all you need is a poke in the eye.
Boy. Pretty face, boobs, and she is nuts about you.
Used to be. Now, I'm not too sure.
Nah. She's wearing those heels for you. See, if a doll isn't interested, she don't work that hard for it. You ever try walking around in those things? Wait a second. She called you Peter. Are you Peter or Peterson?
Peter Peterson.
Jesus. A redundant name.
Your mother?
What do you mean my mother? Oh, right. My mother. My mother was a wonderful woman. The only person that ever really loved me. When I was in school, not a single kid liked me. I can't imagine why. When my father died, he dropped dead on the sidewalk on his way to work one day. Nice guy. Never played with me though. Anyway, when he died, my mother fell into this deep depression. Just laid on the couch, barely even saw me. It was unbearable. I was 9 years old. Then one day, I told her a joke that I heard from school. And she laughed. And that was it. It was like the sun came out. And from then on, I spent my life trying to make her laugh.
Do you remember that first joke?
Yeah. It was so cold out last night that the flashers had to describe themselves to people. I know the next one too. If sex is a pain in the ass, you're doing it wrong. Wait, I got a new one for my act. I tried to change my password to penis. They said it was too short.
Okay. So, how did your mother die?
Laughing.
Had a joke you told her? How long ago?
Month. She wasn't even 60.
She had health issues?
Obese.
Oh, like 300 pounds?
More like 600 pounds.
Please don't tell me you told her fat jokes.
Why not? Hey, Mom, when you step on the scale, it says to be continued. She thought that was a riot. Hey, Mom, behind every fat woman, there's a beautiful girl. So would you get out of the way, please? She thought that was funny, too.
So that one day you told her a joke and she couldn't breathe?
No, she had a stroke.
Just for the record, I admire overweight people. They have mass, they're here. Whereas me, my mass leaked right out of me.
Great. Who are we talking about now, me or you?
Easy now. Lunch counter, remember? Now, it wasn't your fault. You were trying to help your mother, not hurt her.
Nah, I fed her. That's why she died. I fanned her up like a hog. If she wasn't eating, then no laughs. If she wasn't stuffing her face, then she was downright sullen, so I brought her food. Because I needed the laughs. Me. You understand?
Was it good food?
Frozen pizza, chicken nuggets, ice cream, whatever she wanted. She'd make a list, and I go get it for her because she couldn't get it herself.
Did you know that you were killing her?
I mean, she would have died of starvation. I'm rationalizing, okay. Did I know? I don't know. I was on the road, making dough and getting laid. And I come home every couple of weeks and I fill both her refrigerators. And make her laugh. But without her, I lost my nerve completely. Couldn't perform. See, a comic has this sort of comic nerve, you know? Nah, you wouldn't know. Anyway, it's been a month and I've bombed in every club. I can't be funny no matter how hard I try.
There. Forget all that Freudian stuff. What you have is an existential problem. Your reality drops out from under you, so you're too busy falling to be funny.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, good job. You just told him back what he told you. Great non-directive therapy.
Just put out. I'm just getting started.
Well, let her stay a while. I mean, we're on my tab. Let me get my money's worth.
Wait, he's making you pay for this? In a lunch counter, it's supposed to be free.
You just get out of here.
You know, you're living proof that a man can concentrate on two things at one time.
Yeah? How do you see anything with your head up your ass? You think that's funny? Maybe you should cook tonight's dinner. That'll give me a laugh.
You know, you three ought to try getting along.
I'm a leg man.
What's the point of that? Men have legs.
Men have breasts too.
Yeah, but breasts that don't work.
What are you, an efficiency expert?
You made a joke. Okay. But I was right about those high heels, wasn't I? See, women know. They got a higher intelligence than we do.
You mean their brains are in their feet?
I like it here. But could you sit straight? You're making me dizzy.
I am sitting straight. It's the building that's tipping over. I jack it up this much, and it comes back this much.
What are you tipping over? Why?
The church next door is collapsing, and this annex with it. The luncheonette downstairs, closed, skedaddle. We're the last ones here.
No more luncheonette? Just like that? That's it. Do you see?
See what?
You don't see? Nothing is what it is. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be there, but look, ever since my mother died, I can't sleep. You know why? Because I'm thinking. Everything around me, including me, is here by accident, just like that clot in my mother's brain. The world's a zillion years old, and what am I? A blip. Could have popped up any time. And why a human and not a termite? Totally by accident. Are you getting me?
Yeah, keep going, spill it out.
At my mother's funeral, the priest said, God in his heaven has his eye on you every second. Are you kidding? Does not feel true anymore. What feels true is being tiny and accidental. See, you gotta see your mother, who you came out of, go into the grave. And then you get it. You're on your way to nothing. Teeth already rotting in your head.
Good. When you see through a mythology, your reality collapses just in that way.
Wait, what do you mean? What mythology?
The priest's mythology. God is a father who specially made you on purpose, but actually has one human that he loves like a real son, the perfect man, who you can never measure up to. You're the adopted son. Guilt is all you're supposed to feel. If you feel anything more than that, it's a gift you don't deserve. So you should be a contented, guilty servant. Work hard, shut up. That's a mythology. Real old.
Great, so give me something more up to date then.
Okay. The world. It popped out of nothing. Everything that happened since is random happenstance. If I poke one part of your brain, you're jolly. Poke another, you see God. Mother dies, you take a pill. We're just a bag of chemicals. So stop looking for a meaning.
And people live with that?
Yes, they live like simple parts of a machine without a mind. They live to sit on their couch, watch television, and wait for a laugh.
Great, so change the channel. I feel like I'm on a doomed train that I can't get off of here.
But now you're a pagan. That's even older mythology.
No, I'm not a pagan. Wait, What do you say is real? Come on, don't hold out on me now.
Everyone is a child of God, not just one.
How do you know that?
Because I saw it. It was just a fluke. But if I try to explain it into words, it'll just confuse you even more. Guaranteed.
Say, you're not a loony bird, are you?
I am loony, but you know what? Maybe you should see Dr. Cavallo. She's more down to earth, and she's eavesdropping anyway.
I am not.
Listen, I'm scared here. I don't die and go underground while everyone else is still here. There is no heaven, there is no father. You gotta help me get on this doomed train.
Nobody can ever be just nothing.
I know. I have a soul, the priest told me.
No, you don't have a soul. You are a soul that has a body, that has a consciousness that conjures up a world.
Cut the swami shit, okay? Where's my eternity? That's what I want to know. Where's my eternity? I want my eternity now!
What is happening? What is going on in here?
Who are you?
Throw down your sins, reprobate. Spit them out on the floor, right here.
Spit? Who is this guy?
That's Bishop Miroslav, the landlord. He's no reprobate. He's just a client.
I will exorcise the poor wretch for you. 1, 2, 3. Give me room here.
I don't really need exercise, I don't think, but okay.
Exorcise. First thing you do is spit. Now hurry, take a big breath and watch my shoes.
Yeah, I'll spit. If spitting's the answer, I'll spit.
Hold on. Nobody's spitting. Bishop, you're interrupting a session here. Why'd you come up?
Poor Kobasici. I'm smelling it up here. Don't kid me.
Kabasichi was yesterday. Didn't Brother Gus bring you up the leftovers?
He brought me nothing. He gobbled everything and then brought me an empty platter. So, where is mine? Where do I know you from? Church?
You kidding? I'm a reprobate, remember?
And eternity you want. You need to go to a graveyard, my friend. Count the tombstones.
Wait, count the tombstone. Why'd you say that?
Oh, hey, you. Do you feel like selling pizza?
Pizza?
Huh? Donuts, maybe? We got empty space right below. Hungry people and no money. Think it over.
What is that?
A gift from the nuns who used to live here. My sad friend.
Nuns lived here? Really? Hey, how much does that Miroslav guy charge you for rent?
No rent. He's hooked on Madeline's blinis.
Her blinis. Yeah, him too.
Cooking I'm talking about. Madeline makes her blinis with sour cream, and he gets the leftovers. And me, he thinks God talks to me.
Aha! See? I knew it. I knew you were holding out on me. Come on. Spill that story of yours.
No, if I tell you, I'll just be in a bad mood.
My ass is staying in this chair until you talk.
For God's sakes, get under the desk! Get under the desk! Why? You don't feel that vibration?
I'm not going under the... Okay. You said we got room for us.
It stops. You can come out now.
You sure?
Go on and give this clown your damn story and get him out of here.
Wait, come back. It's still vibrating. Down here.
Oh, shut up. Come on. Sit down in the chair and I'll tell you the damn story. And I'll make it fast, because your clock is running.
All right.
Here. I'm hiking up the mountains one day, all alone, age 19. I wander off the trail by mistake, but no problem. And then a cold wind suddenly comes up, and a thunderstorm is rolling in. So I ran through the woods looking for shelter. But I was blocked by a chasm, so I leapt across. I got a running start, and I just leapt. I almost didn't make it.
Wait, how far?
Oh, from here to about here. No. Here.
You can't jump that far! What are you, a kangaroo?
Do you want to hear the story or not? Nobody liked you in school. I wonder why. Okay, from here to there. I jumped. And then, on the other side, it was like no people were ever there before. It was the strangest feeling. I was standing there and the sky was flickering, and birds were circling around my head saying, "What animal is this?" I got myself under a rock ledge, and then the rain kept pouring down. Then lightning hit the rock and knocked me to my knees. And then the rain still kept pelting down. And then I felt an awe that turned to joy, like a thrill running through your cells. No feeling like that ever come close. You and all, not separate, not stuck in time. I just wanted to stay in it. Stand there in the cold rain and just be there.
Okay, that's rare. But what are you doing here? Why aren't you out there? Living in a cave like Saint So-and-so.
I came back to look for someone, to bring back with me who could feel it too. It's no good alone.
Sure. Adam needs Eve. So you found her.
I searched everywhere. And then I made one ghastly mistake, so I didn't search anymore. And then, after that, everything I did in my life, it just went wrong. I couldn't even put one foot in front of the other. Here, a couple of years back, I was coming out of a shrink conference at NYU, and I tripped a woman right in front of me. Bam, bam, she went flat on her face.
Top heavy.
No joke. Rounded up with a black eye. I took care of her, and then I fell for her, because she's the real thing. She knows how to love. Trust me.
Okay, so you fell too. Your luck changed. Adam meets Eve. I repeat, why are you both here?
Because she doesn't trust me. She won't budge from here. She thinks I'm loony.
You are loony! You just told me you were loony!
No, that's because I'm here. But I'm not really here. Because it's the anniversary of that day in the storm.
The what?
Anniversary. The anniversary. And I promised myself last year that I still wouldn't be here.
And?
And then I can't budge. The most I can do is go around the block. Because I'm the one holding this place up. And I don't mean with jacks. The day I leave is the day the church comes down. And what are the poor people going to do without a church?
Who gives a crap? Hey, look, if God talks to you, just tell me what to do next.
You know, maybe you should just go. Live your day and I'll live mine. Okay? Just go.
You mean go to the whorehouse like I started? Hey, you want to come with me? I'll pay.
No.
All right. Can I come back? What if I come back and you're not here? What if all this is a dream?
No. If you want dreams, talk to Dr. Cavallo. She interprets dreams. But her, you gotta pay. $100 a session. Cash.
Same price as a whore. Jesus! One is loonier than the next. All right. I'm coming back, and you better be here.
Would you like me to walk you to the bus terminal when we're done with our session here?
Am I going somewhere?
Oh, come on. It's time you look for that chasm of yours again. Yes?
Did I want to tell that story? No.
Anniversary, huh? What about the day we met? Do you remember that anniversary? You know, that idiot client of yours is having a crisis? I am too. You're my crisis.
Can't you come up with your own crisis? That's a joke.
Why didn't you tell me a pimp put up money for those jacks? How are we supposed to pay that back?
Do you want your shoes?
No. You know, that Valentino guy ought to analyze you. Maybe he could fix you.
I'm not broken.
Not broken. A guy who has trouble saying I love you.
I love you. I love you. There. End of crisis.
Yeah, now you can say it. But not when we're actually doing it. And then we're supposed to just fall asleep. No words. That's not normal.
Sleep is normal. But one who can't sleep, now that's not normal. That's you.
The one who thrashes in his sleep is not normal. You think I want another black eye?
I don't thrash in my sleep.
How would you know? I'm the one awake monitoring you. Come on, quick rumbling before I really get in a bad mood.
Me, quit grumbling. Wait, you monitor me?
Of course. I don't know, if you talk in your sleep, I want to hear it.
What do you want to hear? Maybe I want to hear it too.
Anything useful. Someone's name, maybe?
A name. Well,
Not so far. But you told that Valentino jerk he made one ghastly mistake. I heard you. That means there's a story.
yeah, the one thing that you just can't resist.
Hey, you agreed to help me with this book project, remember? Which has a deadline, which is in 2 days, which if I don't meet forfeits my advance, which we spent already, right? So let's go. Spill the rest of that damn story.
It's not a secret. It's just not a nice story. I'm warning you.
Good. Unedited, I want it. The ghastly mistake. Come on. When, where?
Must you do that?
Do what?
That?
For God's sakes, talk.
Okay. It was back in graduate school. It was winter, a cold Friday night. And I decided I was going to go to this big social dance on campus.
Looking for that Eve of yours, is that right?
No. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was depressed. I forced myself to drive there just to watch, okay? And then after a while, I noticed this young woman out on the dance floor, dancing every dance. 10 guys were after her.
She was beautiful?
Let's say, captivating. She glowed. She had ruddy skin and eyes. I don't know. Not since that night have I ever seen somebody so alive. She was like a racehorse.
Did you dance with this racehorse?
Another time I would have, but no, I said to myself, give yourself a break. You're not in the right mood. Just go, watch, and enjoy. So that's what I did. Then, it was getting late at night, and the snow was falling outside the windows. So quick, the place emptied out. And I was easing my car off the campus, and I noticed 3 young women trooping through the snow in their high heels going to the subway. So I asked if they wanted a lift. They said yes. They got in, thanked me 100 times. And the one sitting next to me as I looked around was that same one.
The glowing girl.
Yeah, I have to tell you, fate hit me just like a fist at that moment. And I thought to myself, as I was driving to the subway kiosk, I just blurted out, how about I just drive you all home? They all said, no, it's too far downtown. But I insisted. They finally agreed. It was scary driving in that snow, but I was buoyant. And we got to talking, and the one next to me, she was real chatty. She had a quick, saucy sense of humor.
Quick, saucy, glowing girl. Plus snow.
So I dropped them off on 2nd Avenue, all the way downtown, on the corner of St. Mark's Place. I got out of the car too, and I just watched as they crossed the avenue.
Don't tell me. You just let the girl go.
Oh, wait. I stood there, looking at them as they crossed the street, and I said to myself, "Wake up, stupid, make the jump." So I called her back, and she came, and asked her, "Do you want to see me again?" It was like a moment just out of time. These snowflakes, they just hovered in midair.
All right. Well, what did she say?
She smiled and said, "Why leave? It's not safe for you. It's snowing." So she waved her girlfriends on.
Oh my gosh. All right, then what's the rest? Let's have it.
Well, I was thinking that fate was hit her like a fist too. The two of us preserving ourselves just for this. So I locked my car and I went with her. And I spent the night at her place, a little closeted place over a record store.
She was no virgin saint, I take it?
No. But while it was happening, I was living the one pure night because I gave myself to destiny. It was an ecstatic union of two people. It transcended sex. I have no words for it.
Ecstatic union of two people is fine.
And then while we were doing it, I said, "I love you," without any shame whatsoever. And then she took her finger and put it on my lips like, "These words don't need to be said."
Does this glowing girl that you said I love you to have a name?
Does it matter?
To me, not at all. But when you don't name someone, it matters.
Becky. Becky Bergeron. I have it right here. Now, you can sleep at night.
Okay, don't be snotty, thanks.
All right, let me finish. So, the next morning, she says she can't see me ever again. I was expecting some mystical sentence to follow. But she says, "I'm getting married." I said, "What? When?" She says, "This afternoon." This is crazy, what?
Wait, so she was having one last fling?
I guess.
So Miss Becky did it without meaning any of it. And smart you couldn't tell? No wonder why she put her finger on your lips. Wait. Maybe she was just playing with the idea of a fling, and stupid you ruined it, coming along when she was almost home free.
No. While I was putting on my clothes, she says, "Do you want to see my wedding dress? I made it myself." I said, "Sure." She pulls it out of the closet. It's a white satiny thing. And then she says, "Do you want me to put it on?" I said, "Sure." She slips it over her naked skin, and the dress is beautiful, and she is beautiful in it.
You don't get the significance of all this? Your grandma never read you any fairy tales?
No. I wasn't dazed, and my senses were razor sharp. Because then she says, "Do you want to do with me in the dress?" I hesitated. I don't know. And she hikes up the dress.
Oh God, I know what happens next.
No, nothing happened. You know when it's time to run for your life. This here is the first part of you that knows. So I left, and I said goodbye. And the last thing I heard her say to me was, "Don't be sad," in a low voice. But her eyes,
What about him?
they were full of something. And then, down in the street, the snow, it was already dirty and melting. I looked up in the steeples and the cornices, and I looked around and I saw what a crooked, ugly thing we've built, and how we deform ourselves to live in it.
What do you mean? The city?
No, the institutions, work, religion, marriage, all put together to one grotesque shape. Here's this woman living her life in a pretend union or with a man that she would so easily deceive in front of her friends, doing her life and building it on top of a big, ugly secret.
Okay, slow down. How do you know he wasn't in on it? How do you know he wasn't having one fling that night too?
I don't, but that would be doubly ugly.
Okay. How do you know this Becky wasn't a damaged person? You have a squeamish side to you. You know, you project your old-fashioned idealism onto every... What? What?
I could have guessed that my take on it would be the wrong one.
Okay, nothing's wrong here, as long as it's sincere.
Oh, don't go overboard on sincere. Mussolini was sincere.
Mussolini? Hey, you are not going to pull me off the subject this time. Okay, so what you saw when you stepped outside was ugly, if you say so.
But not ugly like sin. Ugly like a fly stuck in fly paper.
This girl offered you everything that she had, and you escaped. Bravo, Mr. Fly.
Misunderstand me if you want, but here I am pouring my guts out to you.
It's happening.
I'm not jumping.
Quit yapping and get up here.
It stopped. You can come out now. Hurry, I think I hear somebody coming up the stairs.
I'm staying right here, thanks.
Just you? I need help. You got a bucket?
A bucket? What for?
To milk my camel, what do you think?
Where'd you get a camel? When did this happen?
It's a joke, damn it! Give me a bucket, quick!
Pay him no mind, Bishop.
Why do you keep your woman under the desk?
She likes being kept under the desk.
This one's been hit with lightning in his reckless youth.
No! Really? What do you know? So was I! I was right about you. Yes. You've been picked, just like me. Now your job is to pray for everybody else. Well?
Pray? You mean, like now?
Like now, bucket, are you listening?
We don't have any buckets, Bishop.
What the hell didn't you say so? You're wasting my time coming up here. Oh, not you, dear. Those blinis of yours.
Oh wait, Bishop, quick question. Did Adam say I love you to Eve?
You mean ever?
She means in coitus.
In where? In Eden, those two were wise guys.
Bring us a little camel milk next time.
Leave the poor old guy alone, will ya?
Are we done? You get enough words out of me for your book?
What's wrong with words? We live in words, don't we?
You do. Do you know why I love to sleep at night? Because there are no more words.
You love to sleep at night. Then what's with all the thrashing? Well, are you grabbing for something? Are you lost in a snowstorm? Come on. Is there snow in those dreams of yours? Just tell me that one thing.
No snow. I'm falling. That's all. I'm back in the mountains. I take that leap. But I don't make it. I fall. Okay?
I'd have been happier with snow. But you see why I can't leave with you and go on that bus? I can't be the one that looks over the edge where you've disappeared.
But if you go with me, maybe I wouldn't disappear.
No, because I'm not in your dream. You're solo. You have to be the one that goes back to the mountains and jumps that chasm all by yourself.
I have gone back. I can't find it. I searched everywhere.
You won't find it, because it's inside you now. You can only have love on one side of the chasm, Peter. Human love, I mean. If you want to jump, fine, but don't look back. That's why you feel like you're not really here, because you're in midair.
You're telling me what I just told Valentine. Do you realize?
To hell with Valentine. That right there is the first part of you that knows when to run. Well, what about when to stay? Which part knows that? No. I'm not giving myself to any man who won't say I love you. That's my leap. If I don't see the other side, I'm not jumping.
During? It has to be during.
Just because the last time turned into a disaster, you won't? You know, you could just lie. How would I even know? Go on. Spill out your indignation before that moron Valentino comes back.
Hey! I heard that!
I knew it. A 10-minute man. Lunchtime special.
What do you mean, moron?
Excuse me. I meant to say idiot.
You don't like me, do you? But I still like you. Even though you're wrong and he's right, you missed the point.
What, you were listening?
Yeah, I got turned around. I ended up in a broom closet, I think. You guys got some seriously thin walls here.
Turned around my ass, you snoop!
Oh, me Snoop? Listen, that's a great story. I mean, I admire the hell out of you. I gave myself to destiny. That's a great sentence. I was thinking I want to be just like this guy. And then
What?
And then you leave! I mean, you walked away from the girl in her bridal dress yet? I mean, that part I don't get. I mean, destiny's destiny, right?
But in this case, her soul was all twisted up.
Don't say soul. As long as you don't say soul, I can hear you.
Okay, how about hearing me? Go to your whorehouse and take Mr. Destiny with you.
Why are you so upset?
Because I'm outnumbered. Stuck in here with you two.
That's just how I felt before when I was stuck in here with you two.
Here's a little free analysis for you, Valentino. The jokes are what you hide behind. You're a sissy. When you're actually ready to go face to face, I'll talk to you.
The jokes are all I got left, Doc. Look, you're missing a chance with me, and no one this crazy is gonna fall in your lap.
Stay out of my lap, thanks.
You're funny. She's funny. Alright, I gotta go. But I'm coming back. You're not getting rid of that easy. Whoa, I know, the graveyard. I'll count the tombstones.
Forget the buckets. No time. Everybody out. Water.
Easy. What water?
The cathedral, the basement. All of a sudden, the water is up to here. We can't keep up. The foundation stones are sitting in a disaster.
So pump it out.
All can't. You see, electricity in the cathedral forbidden. We tried with the buckets, Brother Gus and me, but too little. Our arms are weak. And once the water reaches the stones, they melt. Then the building, everything is sliding off the altar. The saints of our icon, like this.
Wait, stones melt?
Limestone, yes, crumbles into goo. The very old stones down there, older than the dinosaurs. Only one rule: don't let them get wet.
But wasn't there always water down there? Where is it coming from?
From below. From the sea, do I know why? Who can tell the sea what to do if God doesn't? I told you to pray. Did you raise your arms to heaven yet?
I thought you and Brother Gus would pray.
Too bad the old macho leaving the praying too. God is waiting for you. What do you think holds this world together? Fancy theories? You think that Einstein is keeping the sea from swallowing us all?
Stay back! There. How's that?
Making fun of me? Nuns used to pray right on this spot. You clown!
All right, we'll get buckets. Me and Madeline will. We both got strong arms.
Well, then don't just stand there, get your ass moving before it's too late!
What do you mean we? I'm the one with the strong arms, not you.
Stop thinking of it. Come on, let's go help him.
No. The bishop is nuts, and so are you. Melting stones, no thanks.
The stud!
Stud. You know what a book deadline is, Mr. Stud? You go play with buckets. Ow, ow, ow.
It pains me to do it this way.
Give that back! When I catch you, I'll pin you! It's not supposed to be this damn hard. Finally a patron. Oh.
One skinny little table. Where are the customers supposed to sit?
What customers? What's that?
Bogachka that me and brother Gus made. Oh, what do you taste? This'll make us some money. Oh, listen, I got a complaint. That pump you gave us, piece of junk. Nothing but noise and smoke down there.
We have someone hunting up a nice propane pump for you. Now do me a favor, I need somebody to stand and watch while I go pee.
Stand and watch. You wait for Mr. Clown. He's just walking my puppy for me.
Oh, you got a puppy?
Oh, pesty one. Keeps trying to climb on top of me. I give him the boot. Beat it. See?
Poor little thing.
Little. He is the size of me already. Oh. Where is my dog, you?
I barely got that monster back to Brother Gus. He told me to tell you to come in a hurry.
Tootsie told you that? Try to talk straight, Mr. Bow Wow. Mr. Malipar Sobaka. What is the Greek? Kunos. That's you.
Me?
Yes. Someone who talks but doesn't believe, we call a dog.
Kunos. Cynic. I'm no cynic, Bishop.
Kunos! The fool returneth to his folly. Now, you and Tootsie can be pals and chat. I buy you your own leash, eh? See, you I don't worry about. But this one, I like him. But if a brick fell on his head... you go pee before you wait too long.
I like you too, Bishop, but why the hell are you always picking on me?
You don't know? I will show you. Here. Stand still and close your eyes.
What for?
Nothing bad. You don't believe me?
I believe you, but...
Ah, see, you say you believe me, but still you have no faith.
All right. My eyes are closed.
Good. And no peeking.
Bishop?
No talking.
What are you trying to do, brain me?
You had to peek. I like all this stick that you want.
Are you nuts? Were you in a nut house before you became a priest?
That house. Yes. Look around. You're in it. Word of advice. Go to the desert for a while, but walk all the way. Don't cross over any water. There's a big fish waiting to swallow you.
Can you tell me in plain English, would you?
Plain? Okay. When a man sees what other people don't see, he'd better not pretend. Because if he insults God, the sea rises up.
Me? You're putting all this on me?
Look at this face here. Tell me what you see. You think this is a madman you're looking at, huh? Yeah. Maybe yes, maybe no. But far better to be mad than a dog. Mr. Smart Guy. When you tell him, keep hiding from God, Mr. Bow Wow. You got more trouble coming.
He calls me Mr. Bow Wow now.
He needs you to take over his church for him. Is that so hard to figure out?
Then I better keep on acting like a dog.
Come off it. Wouldn't hurt you to pray a tiny little prayer, would it?
You could pray.
I am. For a customer. Why don't ask? What are we doing here? Why are we operating a cafe all of a sudden without even a license?
Because the church needs money. Because we need money. Because who wasn't crazy enough to work in this slanty storefront but us?
There's the word. Crazy. I don't even like the taste of coffee. Look, I'll do this to be a help as long as you keep that creep Valentino away from me.
You gotta figure out why you dislike this Valentine guy so much. It's so out of proportion.
I can tell you why. Because he sees every woman in the world as a whore.
He's in a whore's business. He's a whore. We're all whores.
No, don't do that. Because if everybody's a whore, then no one's a whore. And there has to be a line.
Why? During wartime, women sold themselves to feed their children. They crossed over the line and came back. I admire the women for doing that.
Oh, listen to the hypocrite. Your Miss Becky in the wedding dress went over the line. Why don't you admire her? You won't even forgive her.
That's good. Let me think.
Why not admire the women that stand fast? Why not admire Saint Perpetua and Felicitas? They had babies to care for. Both were thrown to the leopards.
The leopards?
Real people's lives are not for the squeamish. There's vision, Peter, which you have, which is wonderful. And then there's passion.
Which you have.
I think I'm capable. Are you?
Leopards scare me. Don't they scare you?
Other things scare me. Vulgarity scares me. Priggishness scares me. I was named for a whore, did you know that? Who had to put her hands on things.
Mary Magdalene was no whore.
Who really knows what she was? My father...
Your father what?
My father called me a whore. Called me with a boy and called me a whore.
You mean the father who told you wanted a son instead of a daughter right to your face? That father? The father told you weren't cut out for college, you should be happy just being a waitress?
That's the one.
The father who abandoned his family out of the clear blue sky? The big shot neurosurgeon father who you're still trying to please by writing this book?
That I'm trying to show up by writing a book.
It's the same thing.
Wow! That would have taken Freud 3 years to figure out, and you did it in 3 seconds.
It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as it's the truth. Now quiet, I think I hear that Valentine guy coming out.
Oh God, will you go screw a goddamn whore, you colossal asshole!
You gotta come. It's making a weird noise. It's jumping all over the place.
The puppy? Brother Gus.
The pup! Get moving, will you?
Well, am I a dog or not?
You don't know? Go bite someone, see if it feels right.
Give it to me straight or I'll bite you. Go on, try and pass me.
I'll bite you right back. Watch out. I was a dog too once. And when I bit someone, Brother Gus will tell you, he still has the scars.
For God's sake, you big brother Gus!
I wasn't always a nice guy, and him neither. Now back, go, roll over, lie down, boy. Why put it off any longer? Are you going to wait till you've been given fleas? Be the man you've been called to be.
Now I need flea powder.
Okay, would you just go help the guy?
Oh, what, nothing to say?
Ruff, ruff!
You're Radica. Want no customers? I've been talking this place up. You're gonna see people.
What, your friends from the whorehouse?
Whores are people. They eat.
They'll scare everyone else away.
Who, everyone? Anyway, there's enough of them. Hey, what smells so good?
Pakachka. Where's our propane pump, Valentino? You promised.
It's getting delivered any time now. Just, relax. Whoa. Who brewed this? If a customer orders this coffee to go, it's gonna get up and leave.
I brewed it. Are you a coffee aficionado, Valentino?
It's part of my daily grind. Used to be booze, but no more. Now if I can dare drive a drink, I just masturbate instead. It's so much healthier.
Why do you talk that way?
Oh, you don't masturbate? Come on, who are you kidding? Everybody does.
A man can say it, a woman can't.
You should come to the comedy club and see some of the broads on stage.
I know. I know there are women with no shame.
No, everyone's got shame.
Sit with me a minute, Valentino. It's time we talked.
Why do you call me Valentino?
Because that's your real name, right?
Yeah, I like Valentine, not Valentino.
You know, Rudolph Valentino was a very handsome man and a great dancer.
Yeah. Dancing a tango, right? All slanty like, sure. Ooh, got the thickest thing into Vilma Banki, too. Well, and Pola Negri. Lucky bird.
He died, 31 years old.
Why are you so hostile to me all the time?
Because you are to me. Is there a reason?
Yeah, I can't make you laugh.
And that's so important. Why do you need to control me?
Don't take it personal. I'm hostile to everyone.
Yeah. Do you like being alone? Do you like getting used by prostitutes who are as alienated and downright joyless as you?
Hey, they're just girls in business trying to get through their lives.
Is that all you want from life? To get through? A guy without a home, with no one to care if you drop dead on the sidewalk one day. Just like your father.
What's my father got to do with this? You know, you're not so different from the girls down the block. You got the temperament.
And you're looking for a busted nose.
It's been busted twice already. See you, tough guy.
Wait. Not even one boob joke before you leave? Come on.
I'm here to help Peterson, that's all. You know, those working girls down the block, they take their beating every day. That's something you'll never understand. A comic takes a beating. You know what it's like to go out there for a different crowd every night and stand 10 feet away from people who rather see you drop dead?
So why put yourself through that kind of work, day in and day out?
Because no one else can. And because I get to make something from nothing. I go out there and I read that room. And I get to make something out of the people sitting there. And their stupid lives, which they hate. It's pure nerve. You ought to try it. You'd get eaten alive.
You try what I do. It's not that much different.
And what? Sitting there, analyzing other people's dreams, hiding behind that big chest that no one's allowed to look at?
Go ahead and look. Hey, I'll match you dream for dream. Do you think it's la-di-da when your long-gone father appears to you at night and taunts you?
So go see him in the flesh if you want. Can I see my father? No.
I don't want to see him. You know, the day these things sprouted is the day my father left. And I tried squashing him down for a while, and he never came back. And guess what? If he walked through that door right now, he'd see a waitress. And I just shut my mouth and serve him coffee.
Great, so you poison him. Good for you. I'd rather dream about my father than dream about tombstones.
What tombstones? You dream of tombstones?
Yeah. I dream about tombstones, all right? 86 of them in a row in a little country graveyard, save date on all of them. And that bishop guy, how did he know? Is he some kind of mind reader?
Yeah. What about these tombstones? No, I'm not getting it.
A circus train wreck from 1918. The engineer fell asleep at the throttle, and they all burned up. The freaks, the trapeze girls, strong men, the clowns, the kids running away from home, all dead in some meaningless accident.
This is real? This is not made up?
Who could make this up? I stumbled on it on the road from Chicago to Gary. That's the world outside your office, and your books.
Yeah, okay. And this, it haunts you?
Want to use that word? Okay.
Well, come on, say it or don't say it.
I sat on a little stone bench all by myself and I cried. Okay? Just me and 86 stones. No one else anywhere. Me and 86 people I never met who'd be dead by now anyway. I bawled. I mean, sobs that racked me. First time since I was a kid, out of nowhere.
Why?
Why?
And
a woman came up and put her hand on my shoulder.
came from where?
I don't know. Young. Pretty.
And spoke to you?
No. Just looked in my eyes, deep, until I stopped crying. And then disappeared behind the trees, just gone.
You went after her?
Yeah, but gone. The look in her eyes, the love in them, it made no sense, but I don't know, there it was. And for what? I mean, after such a long wait, what, something never to have? She's dead.
No.
Trapeze girl, bareback rider, I don't know, but she heard me cry, and she came. The look in her eyes, that glow.
Did you say glow?
I said glow. So?
Okay, so you dream her?
Every night. And the tears, too, every night. Look, I know what it means, okay? I don't need you to tell me. It means it's too late. I'll never have love, not in that way, no matter how much I crave it.
You're wrong. You're seeing it too literal.
Well, why didn't I meet this one when she was alive? Where was I in this stupid universe before that damn trick? Wait, I'm seeing it too literal? Right. I should have just told for one of the girls down the block, at least they'd humor me.
And that's all you want? Shut up and I'll tell you what the dream means. Okay. It's a yearning dream. Standard issue. You look into someone's eyes and you know that she loves you the way you never thought you'd be loved again. And for a few seconds in the dream, you're filled with joy. Then you wake up and that too late feeling is all you're left with. It's very painful.
Great. Thanks.
But it's not too late. Don't waste this dream on a prostitute. Wait till you meet someone who can actually hear it.
Oh, that's too late. Come on, look at me.
No, that too late stuff is just an excuse. Answer this. Why isn't a woman in your life? With all your interest in women.
Because no woman wants to be with a guy who's on the road all the time.
Yeah. And why on the road? Easier to run before someone has a chance to hurt you? Or leave you? Or maybe see you? Here. Listen. In a yearning dream, the woman looking at you is you. All right. You still see you. You still love yourself, so you can still give love. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's not bad. It's pretty good, okay? Fine, fine. You can make something from nothing too.
You bet.
You know, you and Peterson got a good little double act here. You come at a person from two different sides. You know what you want to do? You want to set up shop right here. A lunch counter, right? I mean, people could come, they could get their head shrunk, they could relax, they could drink some coffee. I mean, not this coffee, but...
Yeah, okay, but the trouble is I might wind up killing Peter without a wall between us.
Stop. I mean, the guy's special, isn't he? He's got this sort of conscience that spreads out. What do you want?
More of him. He has as many dreams in him as you do, but he doesn't trust himself anymore. Or the world. So he goes all zenny and levels everything out.
How slanty do you want things?
As slanty as they are, damn it.
Nah, that's just an excuse. Maybe it's you who's afraid of going over the edge with someone you can't control. Because you got a guy that tells you the truth as soon as you ask for it.
I want it when I don't ask for it. A lie of omission is still a lie. And every man I ever knew specialized in that.
Well, that guy must be a man because this world we're living in, it's a lie of omission. You know what I think? I think you wouldn't last a day without Peterson. He's nuts and you're nuts in the opposite direction. You need each other.
I am not nuts.
Every nut says it just that way.
Stop trying to be bright. Come on. You gonna make a pass at me here or not?
What for?
To get it over with? Let's go. You know you've been waiting to get a crack at these.
Yeah, it's true, but don't take the fun out of it.
Come on, just pretend you're in one of your comedy clubs. Women throw their motel keys at you, don't they?
That gets old, fast. Working girls, a lot less trouble.
Well, these aren't old. These are one of a kind.
Two of a kind. Happy? Did I pass your test?
You know what, Valentino? Underneath it all, you have a virginal soul.
And you're the opposite. The girl that's got to prove her father wrong by proving him right.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, whatever the man did to you, you got to get over it, that's all.
Shut up.
Talk therapy. What? What's the matter? You choking? Like for real? Okay. I don't know. Like this? What do I do? Stop fighting me!
What is going on?
Choking!
Choking why?
Choking!
Oh, wow, get back in your room.
Nah, I tried that already. It doesn't work. You gotta turn her upside down. If you do that, then you shake it out. See?
You goof. You dropped her.
Goof! How about a little gratitude, you?
Shut up and let me breathe, you two.
How about you button up your blouse?
How about you button up your lip and let me inhale first?
All right. Inhale.
Now back away from me.
Because?
Don't talk to me for 1 minute. I have to think something over.
Where the hell have you been since yesterday?
Me? On the prowl. Looking something for you. You ain't great.
For me? Wow. Oh, propane pump?
Is that the only thing in your head, a propane pump?
Yeah. Are you done thinking over there?
You're right.
He's right about what?
The goddamn book I'm writing.
Why is it a goddamn book all of a sudden? Oh. Jesus, this is awful. Did you make this the way I said? 2 to 1?
Yeah, 2 coffee, 1 water.
That's backwards.
What is the goddamn difference anyway? There are no customers.
It's only a cafe after all.
I'm ignoring both of you. Oh, by the way, one of you who is waiting for you outside.
Wait for me? How do you know she's waiting for me?
She's waiting for somebody.
How do you know she's a whore?
Red sweater.
Are you serious? Can't someone wear a red sweater? You know, when your only tool is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Well, that nail out there is waiting for something.
She came. I didn't think she would.
One of your commodities.
No.
All right. Bring her in. First cup of mud on the house.
No. This one's special for Peterson. You should probably take a walk.
You go take a walk. I want to see.
Got tired of standing out there like some streetwalker.
I was just coming to get you. Here, sit down. This is for you. Okay. This is Madeline. This is Peter. Me, you already know. This is Celia. Used to call herself Becky.
Becky? How are you?
Okay. I didn't mean to shock you. This was not my idea. You said he was fat and bald.
You look good. Different, but good.
Becky. St. Mark's Place, Becky? You said a commodity.
No, you said a commodity. I found her. She goes by Celia now, but Bergeron. Still in the East Village, moved away, he came back after a while. That's a long story, I don't know, but here we are.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They should probably talk. You should go powder your nose.
How about I powder your nose?
No, stay. I'm good. We met long time back. Just one evening. You know.
Yeah, I do. Do you want some coffee? Get her coffee downstairs.
This coffee?
You got married?
No.
No.
Couldn't.
Because?
Because of what happened. To you, it was nothing, I know, but to me...
Wait, to me it was nothing.
Wasn't it?
No.
It sure seemed that way. You left.
I did. What else did you say besides being fat and bald?
Nothing, just where she could find you. I don't like accidents.
So, you didn't get married that day?
How could I? I saw very clear that I didn't want to. I thought I wanted to. The guy wanted me to. The dress wanted me to. I didn't want to. That's why I ruined that dress for myself that day, or tried to. You're a woman. You understand me.
I do.
What did you want then?
To stay with you.
Why?
Because of what you said that I tried to stop you from saying. That nobody ever said to me before. Not like that.
This is hard. This is really hard. I mean, you let me leave. You never looked for me.
You never looked for me. And you knew where I was. And I even told you my last name, which you never did. Anyway, I did look for you. I went back to that campus. And I tramped through every corridor in those buildings. The next dance they had, I went back again. Stood in the same spot and waited. Wore the same dress as the first time. This dress, by the way.
Oh,
Same shoes, same handbag. Didn't dance with anyone. Just waited. No you. Now I guess it's moot.
moot.
Don't look at me.
I mean, it gets lost little by little. Then was different. I had this picture of you in my head from that one night for such a long time. So clear, I think that was the most special night of my life. The music, the crowd, the snow. You. I tried to tell you before you left in my own way. I don't have words like you do.
Well, that's past tense. He doesn't like words anymore.
You should have looked for her and not given up so easy. She was alive in this world. Sorry.
What did you do then after that night?
Waited like I told you. Then I beat it. I went back home to my mother for a while, had a kid, came back to the city, got a job.
Had a kid? What kid? My kid?
No, not your kid. Someone else's kid. She's in high school now, wants to be a teacher.
What's her name?
Zoe? What's the difference? The what-ifs are a waste of time. Who knows if you would have stayed with me for very long anyway? No one did stay. Not for very long. Nobody. And you were way too smart for me. It was just snow that brought us together.
I'm sorry. It's best that we did make that kid together.
No, it isn't. Because with you, I'd have been different. And the kid would have been different.
You don't want a different kid, do you?
Oh, stop twisting my words. Why would I want to change anything when I can't anyway? That's what makes you sick in the head.
But you changed your name, yes?
No. I've always been Celia. Becky's my middle name. I used to call myself that when I went out for fun, I guess, or maybe mischief. Who knows?
I used to do the same exact thing. All my friends did that middle name thing.
Yeah, that way I could be me and not me, which is exactly what's wrong with me. Which took me half my life to figure out. There it is, damn it.
There's what, damn it?
Look. Why did you get out of your damn car that night in the snow and call after me?
Why? Why'd you turn around? Why'd you come back?
I don't know, it was half a joke, I guess, for my girlfriend's sake. All I know is every single thing I did in my life, I didn't mean. I just went through the motions. And I thought everyone else was just sleepwalking the same way.
When I saw you that night, you were the most awake than anyone in that ballroom.
Oh God, don't do Cinderella. I was hopped up, couldn't you tell?
No!
My girlfriends put diet pills in my Coke. Big gag. But I would have been crazy that night anyway. I was like an animal in a trap. How do you march to the altar without meaning it? Even my mother refused to come to the wedding, and she loves me. My roommate, too, moved out. That's why I went looking for you later. You did mean it. You made me wake up.
But I thought it was vice versa.
I tried to stay awake. When I went to that campus looking for you, I was so sure I was going to enroll in classes and do something with my life. I felt I could. But by the time I reached that last corridor, it had all trickled out of me. I knew I would never be good at anything. I went back to my couch to sleep.
Hey, everybody's good at something.
My mother used to say that. And she wasn't really good at anything. Except she could make clothes. She taught me. It's one thing I'm halfway good at.
That's an art, right?
It's a business. I sew for a bridal shop off the books.
Don't be down on yourself. The world beats us down enough. The more you're willing to give yourself, the more beaten down you are.
You gave birth to a child. Didn't you mean that?
Yes, I did. When they tear something out of your body, you have to mean it. Even if it started out as an accident. So I did, yes. And I was a good mother. Am a good mother. And if my clothes don't fit me right since, then that's life.
That dress is a perfect fit.
I let out the seams 2 hours ago. I wore this dress again so you would remember it, which you didn't, thanks. The red belt that went with it is too small. Maybe you'd have remembered that.
I do remember the red in your cheeks that night.
Rouge. I used to use way too much of it.
We all use way too much of it.
I have no color, actually. You know, I wish I could get so mad right now and just lose it. I wish I could just pick up that 2x4 and hit you over the head with it.
Go ahead, it might do him some good.
No. I'll just get mad at myself and then I'll get depressed. Here. You can't walk every path in the woods. You bumble along. And one of those steps on one of those paths is still going to be the last steps of your life, whichever way you go.
So, you mean that all choices are the same?
How should I know? I chose to come here, and I'm choosing not to club you right now. The least you could have done was lose your hair. Hey, can I get that cup of coffee now?
You don't want to drink that?
Why does everybody want me to bald?
What fuss about it? Mussolini was bald.
Oh, now that's coffee. At least I got something out of this trip. I'm not usually this nasty. I had to get myself worked up about you to come here.
That's okay, he can take it. He either means things it's too much or not enough. It's his problem in life.
Thank you, dear.
So, you're his woman.
Yes, I'm his woman. But it's all right. You're sort of what I've been waiting for. No, just professionally, I mean.
She's fixing me so I don't accidentally get romantic on anyone.
This is what passes for humor around here.
Too bad. I could really use a good laugh before going home.
You should quit while you're ahead.
No, dear. Do you know who this is? Why are you standing there mute? Let's have something.
Hey, you got people lining up on the sidewalk outside. Oh, you open for business or not?
I told you. Is one of them a guy named Vito?
Do I know? The bald guy with big nose? All these painted mamas with him. They're gonna sit where?
They can stand on their feet for a change.
These ladies, some of them, they got shoes this high, the poor thing. I'll tell you, I know you.
If you want me to spit, I'll spit.
No. No! I see you on TV! You're the funny guy! He's funny.
TV? Bishop, doesn't TV work on electricity?
In the rectory, we are allowed to have electricity. We're not cavemen. This guy, he made Brother Gus wet his pants. No bullet, wet his pants.
We heard, Bishop.
Easy there, Bishop. You don't want to let that leak out. And you two. I thought the P was supposed to be silent in psychology.
See?
You are funny. Why didn't you tell me?
I was afraid you wouldn't come.
I'd have come. Although I did have my suspicion. You have these
sort of goggle eyes.
Yeah, well, when Eve stands so close to me, I try not to look past her.
Monkey eyes, we call that. Don't feel bad. King Solomon, he bought pet monkeys for himself. Are you rich? Will you maybe buy a couple of tables for this joint? Secondhand, maybe.
And we're not gonna need tables if all the customers swap off.
I'll stall them. I'll go out there and I'll tell them some of my jokes, eh? Hey, Bishop, is it true this place was once a convent once? None of your business, huh? None of your business?
And he wants me on a leash.
I heard that. Roll over, boy. Woof, woof.
Bishop, those girls outside, they're not ordinary girls. They're
They're, what?
they're working girls. They're hustlers.
You mean whores?
That's the word.
That's just what we need for the congregation. In the old days, half my choir was girls off the street. Oh, they the best. They know how to laugh at least. Even God likes a good joke. He made you, right?
Yes, well, but you know what kind of world these women have to live in?
Do I know?
Very bad.
Do I know? One of them saved me. I was in that world with them at one time. You ask, do I know? How do you think I got started?
You said lightning struck you.
Yes, lightning. Like a bolt. The suffering of that woman, that's how it hit me, like a bolt. Who's the church for, sourpuss? Here, don't answer. Just go out there, I'm gonna be funny.
You know, that guy's right. If God made this world as a joke, we should be laughing and we should be trying to make each other laugh.
Well, you people get started on the yucks. I'm going home.
Not without me. I got a duty to get one yuck out of you today.
Look, I don't do the guy thing anymore. It always ends up in a mess.
Well, it ends up as a mess whether you do or you don't.
Yeah, but at least it's not my fault.
Yeah, but what's life without a little guilt? Right, Doc? Hold on. All right, answer me this one question quick. The train conductor doesn't fall asleep at the throttle. What comes out of that?
A different accident.
Be very clear. You mean a different train wreck.
No. A different accident. And you come out of it, and me, and this, and then you take it from there.
This is code, right?
Okay. You came up here today to see. You had the guts to make this happen, so step up.
Easy Valentine. Can you throw a punch? You're gonna need to know how.
You can call me Valentine.
That's you, right? Joey Valentine?
Yeah, that's me. All right, I'll just walk you home. Real gentlemanly like, no pressure, yes or no, take your time. You got 3 seconds. Time's up.
It's your funeral.
Oh. Don't worry about Vito. I paid him off for you. We were rolling dice and he crapped out. Because I spit on the dice beforehand. And I won this too. Here, you take it and hawk it and buy some tables for this place, will you?
So long, Celia.
Bye, Becky. I mean, Celia.
Rouge. You know what?
I'll say it for you. Irony is a bitch and a half.
I wasn't gonna say that.
They should call it brew, not rouge.
No, what I was going to say,
And Valentine's life turns on spit. Mine turns on makeup, because I'm stupid.
never mind what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, but do you think this is hot?
That's what I was gonna say.
That scallywag left us without a propane pump.
It's too bad. Because when this building collapses, so does my waitress career. Just when I was beginning to like the idea.
Who said it's gonna collapse? They need somehow to stay up. I mean, something besides me been keeping it up all these years.
Yeah. The bishop needs to hear his dog talk now.
You know, I could have had a daughter named Zoe. When you do something, when you mean what you're doing, isn't that when it's supposed to happen?
Well, you can have a daughter with a different name. I mean that.
Did something change in you? Did that Valentine guy do something to you?
No, it's what he did to you. He knocked you crooked, finally.
Is that what it is? Listen, I think I can do it now.
Do what?
Say it. Jewelry. You know.
Well, now you don't have to.
I don't?
No. And if you still want to go back to the mountains and look for that chasm, I'll go.
I don't need to. It's not there. It can only be there once.
You sure of that?
Yes, everything can only be there once. Where are you going?
To bring in our customers. We have to sell a little Pikachu before that first brick falls on your head.
For crying out loud, why is it always my head?
Because the bishop said so.
Don't you dare! For the love of... What's the story? What is the story?
At last you raise your arms to heaven, you!
Come on, Bishop, we're open for business. Let's go. Come on, ladies, have coffee. Come and get it.
Too much or not enough. It's his problem in life.
Thank you, dear.
So, you're his woman.
Yes, I'm his woman. But it's all right. You're sort of what I've been waiting for. No, just professionally, I mean.
She's fixing me so I don't accidentally get romantic on anyone.
This is what passes for humor around here.
Too bad. I could really use a good laugh before going home.
You should quit while you're ahead.
No. Do you know who this is? Why are you standing there mute? Let's have something.
Hey, you got people lining up on the sidewalk outside. Oh, you open for business or not?
I told you! Is one of them a guy named Vito?
Do I know? The bald guy with big nose? All these painted mamas with them. They're gonna sit where?
They can stand on their feet for a change.
These ladies, some of them, they got shoes this high, the poor thing. No. Right? I'm telling you, I know you.
But if you want me to spit, I'll spit.
No, no. No! I saw you on TV! You're the funny guy! He's funny!
TV, Bishop? Doesn't TV work on electricity?
In Directory, we're allowed to have electricity. We're not cavemen. This guy, he made Brother Gus wet his pants. No fooling, wet his pants!
We heard, Bishop.
Right, careful there, Bishop. You don't want to let that leak out.
Finally.
Man, you two. I thought the P was supposed to be silent in psychology.
You are funny. Why didn't you tell me?
I was afraid you wouldn't come.
I'd have come. Although I did have my suspicion. You have these sort of goggle eyes.
Yeah, well, when Eve stands so close to me, I try not to look past it.
Monkey eyes, we call that. Don't feel bad. King Solomon used to buy pet monkeys for himself. Yeah, are you rich? Will you maybe buy a couple tables for this joint? Second hand, maybe.
We're not going to need tables if all the customers walk off.
I'll stall them. I go out there, I'll tell them some of my jokes. Hey, here. Hey, Bishop, was this place really a convent once? None of your business. None of your business.
Says I should be on a leash.
Hey, I heard that. Roll over, boy. Woof, woof.
Hey, Bishop, those girls out there, they're not ordinary girls. Well, they're
What?
they're working girls, hustlers.
You mean whores?
That's the word.
Good! That's just what we need for the congregation. Oh, in the old days, half my choir was girls off the street. They're the best. Hey, they know how to laugh at least. Huh? Even God likes a good joke. He made you, right?
Yes, well. But you know what kind of world these ladies have to live in?
I know. I know. One of them saved me. I was in that world with them at one time. You ask me, do I know? How do you think I got started?
You said lightning struck you.
Yes! That's how the suffering of that woman hit me. Like a lightning bolt. Who's the church for, sourpuss? Ah, don't answer. Let me just go out there and be funny.
You know, that guy's right. If God made this world as a joke, we should be laughing. And trying to make each other laugh.
Well, you people can get started on the yucks. I'm going home.
Not without me. I mean, I got a duty to get at least one yuck out of you today.
Look, I don't do the guy thing anymore. It always ends up in a mess.
Well, it ends up a mess whether you do or you don't.
Yeah, but at least it's not my fault.
Yeah, but what's life without a little guilt? Right, Doc? Hold on. Answer me this one question real quick. The train conductor doesn't fall asleep at the throttle. What comes out of that?
A different accident.
Well, be very clear. You mean a different train wreck.
Yeah. A different accident. And you come out of that, and me, and this, you take it from there.
This is code, right?
Okay. You came up here to see. You had the guts to make this happen. So, step up.
Easy, Valentine. Can you throw a punch? You're gonna need to know how.
Wait. You call me Valentine.
That's you, right? Joey Valentine?
Yeah, that's me. All right. I'll just walk you home. Real gentlemanly like. Hey, no pressure. Just a simple yes or no. Take your time. You got 3 seconds. Time's up.
It's your funeral.
Oh. Don't worry about Vito. I paid him off for you. We were rolling dice and he crapped out. Because I spit on the dice first. And I won this off of him too. Hawk it and buy yourself some tables, will you?
So long, Celia.
Bye, Becky. I mean, Celia.
Rouge. You know what?
I'll say it for you. Irony is a bitch and a half.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
They should call it Rouge, not Rouge.
No, I was going to say.
Valentine's life turns on spit. Mine turns on makeup. 'Cause I'm stupid.
Never mind what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. Hey, do you think this is hot?
That's what I was gonna say.
You know, that scallywag didn't leave us a propane pump.
It's too bad. Because when this building collapses, so does my waitress career. Just when I was beginning to like the idea.
Why does it have to collapse? Maybe it'll stay up somehow. Something besides me's been keeping it up all these years.
But wait, the bishop needs to hear his dog talk now.
You know, I could have had a daughter named Zoe. When you mean what you're doing so much, isn't that when it's supposed to happen?
Well, you can have a daughter with a different name. I mean that.
Did something change in you? What did that Valentine guy do to you?
It's what he did to you. He knocked you crooked finally.
Is that what it is? Listen, I think I can do it now.
Do what?
Say it. Do it. You know.
Well, now you don't have to.
I don't?
No. And if you still want to go back to the mountains and look for that chasm, I'll go.
I don't need to. It's not there. It can only be there once.
You sure of that?
Yes. Everything can only be there once. Hey, where are you going?
To bring in our customers. We have to sell a little Pakashka before that first brick falls on your head.
Crying out loud. Why is it always my head?
Because the bishop said so.
Don't you dare! For the love of... What's the story? What is the story?
Ah, at long last, you raise your hands to heaven and pray, you.
Listen, come, we got business to open up. Hot coffee for everyone. Come on in and come and get it.